Before we kick off the NFL draft, we talk about what is 988. Suicide Crisis Line is a free suicide crisis line in the United States. If you call, text 988, you are connected to a trained counselor. It's not only for suicide, and that is what most people get a misconception of. It is also to help you with emotional distress, anxiety, panic, suicidal thoughts, substance abuse concerns. If you call 988, you have to be suicidal. You don't have to be immediate crisis to reach out there to talk whatever you are dealing with and help you calm down or find support. If or how you use it. This side 988 says Suicide Crisis Line is meant for any levels of emotion, distress, emergencies. You can reach out. You're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or panicky. You're having a rough day and need someone to talk to. You're worried about someone else. You're just calming down and supporting others, sorting you through it. You don't have to be suicidal or immediate danger to think of it more like a trained listener who's there to support you in the moment. If you ever immediate danger, that's when you'd call 911, but 988 will be there for you before it gets to that point. If you're asking because you're considering using it, I have dialed 988 once and I used it and I was not suicidal. Later on I became suicidal, but at that time I was not. I just needed someone for support and a good person to lean on. What is 988? A free confidential call. You can text, call, or chat. It replaced the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number to make help easier to reach. What happens? You'll contact trainer, counselor, not police or emergencies. Service by default. They'll listen first. No pressure, no judgment. They may ask you what's going on and how you're feeling. Together you can work on calming down, sorting through thoughts or figure out steps. Most calls are answered within a few minutes. When is it used? You can call 988 for anxiety, panic, feeling overwhelmed, depression, hopelessness, traumas, release, distress like past abuse or coming up, suicidal thoughts, or even you might be worried you might get there, concerns about someone else. Again, it doesn't have to be extreme. They'll meet you where you are. Will they send an emergency service? Usually no. That's not the goal. The only emergency help is there's immediate life-threatening danger and they can't keep you safe otherwise. Other 988, you can call or text 988 if feeling too much. There's a chat option online if you prefer that. Typing the content, local resources if you want ongoing help. Why people use it. A lot of people reach out just to talk to someone who understands feeling alone, learn ways to cope in real time. I have a friend who works for 988. Possibly he'll come on our show one day.
Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Sean.
We're from the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health.
We're here to help you understand 988, the free phone number for anyone experiencing emotional distress or any crisis related to mental health, suicide, or substance use.
Calling 988 will connect you to trained mental health counselors and, if needed, in-person crisis assistance from mental health field intervention teams.
What is 988 and how do I use it?
988 offers 24/7 call, text, and chat access to trained crisis counselors who can help people experiencing suicidal, mental health crisis, substance use crisis, or any other kind of emotional distress. People can also dial 988 if they're worried about someone else who may need crisis support.
Simply dial 988, text to 988, or chat on the 988 website any time of day or night to receive assistance. The 988 website for chat is 988lifeline.org.
Call, text, or chat 988 at any time to receive assistance.
Anyone can call 988. When they call, they will get the greeting, the message, and then after that, you'll get a kind person to pick up. Right off the bat, we want you to know that we're here to support you, we're here to help.
You're not talking to an automated system, you're talking to someone that can actively be with you in that moment.
You know, what in this moment do you need? Is it a friend to talk to? Is it just someone to sit with you in the chaos that's happening? Or is it, do you need services? Do you need a therapist? Do you need a psychiatrist? How can we get you those services right now?
I'm a big advocate for doing breathing exercises over the phone so that someone hears me. They know that I'm with you, I'm gonna laugh with you, I'm gonna joke with you.
By the end of the chat, I've gotten them to laugh. I've gotten them to be like, okay, I can figure out what to do from here.
People that watch this should know that there is somewhere they can go. There are people they can reach out to whenever they need. It's safe.
Royals lose again, 7-5. Royals leave. The Royals left 16 runners on base. Plenty of time to compromise, but did not. Royals lose 7-5. Scored 3 of those runs in the 12th, but the Royals scored 5 to win. 7-5, final in 12. Royals have now lost 8 in a row. Cubs win 5-1 over the Phillies. A game. We'll give you the record right when we release the games for today. 5-3, Marlins over Cardinals. And today at 7:40 and 6:40 Central, the Royals will have Chris Bubik on the mound, and Shane Baez will go for the Orioles. Game time 7:40. Cubs are 13-9. The Phillies are 8-14. Joji Imega will go for the Cubs, and Jesse Lodor will go for the Phillies. Game time 6:40 and 7:40 Central. In for the Cardinals and Marlins, 6:40. Cardinals are 13-9. Marlins are 11-12. Dustin May will go for the Cardinals, and Chris Pedrick will go for the Marlins. Game time 6:40. That is baseball. We still got the NFL draft Thursday. We are expected to go through all 7 rounds before Thursday and more. The Royals will play the Oilers tonight again. Today it'll be Shane Beza will go for the Oilers, and Chris Bubik will go for the Royals. Game time 7:40 and 6:40 Central. Cardinals play the Marlins. Game 2. Cardinals will have Dusty May on the mound for the Cardinals, and Chris Bubik will go for the Mariners. Cubs and Phillies. For the Cubs, it'll be Shoti Imega will go for the Cubs, and Jason Luda will go for the Phillies. Game time 7:40. 76ers play the Celtics with the Celtics up 1-0. Tip is at 7 p.m. Players to watch out for the Sixers. Tracy Maxey and Jaylen Brown is the Celtics player to watch out for. Tip is at 7 and 8 Eastern. At 8 Eastern and 9 Eastern will be the number 1 seeded Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, the next best player in the NBA, big man, 7'4". Doesn't hurt that he's 7'4". He gets the double-double. The Rockets and Lakers up 1-0. Players to watch out for: Luka Doncic, who is questioning return. LeBron James, that means. Kevin Durant is out for the Rockets. That guy's name, I don't know his name yet. So I guess we won't figure that one out yet. That game tips tonight at 10:30. Scores from last night in the NBA.